Makita ninyo guys? Hello guys? Nana? So, ako lang ibalik ha. Where are we kaniya? Yay, sorry. Kana, nakita niyo? Nana? So, I'll just, wala sa imo. Ako ba na guys, I'll move forward lang ha. Kung asa talag stop. Okay. Sorry kay guys, wala ko bantay. Anyway, so I'll just guys, I'll just continue the atong sa pricing strategy kay wala na ako napakita. So again, this is the pricing strategy, and then cost base is if atong cost is 100, atong selling price is 99, while this is actually competition based pricing. Sa cost based pricing, atong cost is 100, if mag margin tag 20%, so atong selling price is 120. While sa value to customer, atong competitors based pricing is 100, atong cost is 100, still we can have 250 pesos because this is actually perceived by the customer kung unsay atong value. As I mentioned, iPhone, or actually a good example of this, people perceive that this better product, even though it's expensive, they don't care. So this is actually the um, value to customer na pricing. So I would want guys nga kani atong gamiton kaning cost value to customer nga pricing perspective. So important ni siya kay ang common man gud akong gaobserbahan, cost based competition based pricing or cost based pricing ang ginagamit, and sad to say very minimal lang income, and people just bought your product because they it's not actually nga murag gina-perceive nila nga important product. So anyway, let's move kaganiha. So what's the difference between discuss na nato ni siya. So marketing lions tend to dominate their industry, while the marketing gazelle tend to eat alive by the competition. So again, since you take up marketing, akong assumption is you are a marketing lions and you wanted to dominate the industry. You wanted to be the best as possible in this field, of course. Dili lang kay you intend just to, compliance lang. So please expect guys that I'll be expecting something from you. And I hope guys that you actually use this opportunity to really perform. And at the end of the day, this is a marketing class. This is really your course. And ang ako man good concern is that to be honest with you, in college usually dili man gid siya dili man gid siya 100% ang imong na discuss or na learn sa class kay ma-use in your in the work. So usually even gani 40% dili magamit. But in the marketing perspective, at least na kay idea, you have an edge. Okay, right now, even not marketing course are actually applying for sales because they know unsay advantage sa sales and marketing, what are the benefits. So this is our course. So we wanted to, I want you guys to be the leader or perhaps dominate those industry sa marketing. Dili kay other people nga wala expertise in marketing. Okay, are we still there? Okay, sige. So which one are you? Are you a lion or a gazelle? So let's see later kung you're still a lion, because I'm going to share another story which will be a devil advocate about being a lion. So it's called regret or not. This is actually a true story. This is a story of my friend. And I don't want to mention na lang the name because wala naman siya. But still, this is something that really, I wanted to share for the people. I wanted to share about those people who really intend to do business. Para lang to So let's start the story. There was a person who started a business and went through agony. He bought a restaurant. Dili ni ako I also bought a restaurant before. He bought a restaurant that had recently closed in a city. where he worked and reopened it. He was convinced that with better management, him and the sweet low lease price he negotiated, surely he would succeed. Holding on his day job, he spent many hours before visiting the Tati restaurant, opening for business and doing everything from taking orders to cleaning the bathroom. The agony part was combination of losing sleep 133 hours weeks because early morning at 4 a.m. he wake up to buy ingredients of the foods and everything in the market, and then by 8 a.m. he actually go to the work, and by 5:30 he go back to the restaurant to close to everything, checking financial and everything, and still financially losing his butt. As the bills mounted and failure clouds grew larger, he convinced himself that with more work he could turn his thing around. He quit the paying job he had for 10 years. 2 or 3 months later, he reached the point where even he had to admit that things was hopeless. He closed the doors, mopped in depression for months, and greedy avoided creditors. He said, I should have listened. When my friends who own business asked if I had enough of a plan, he gone it to the whole thing of shoestring. Now he didn't have enough money to even declare bankruptcy. Couldn't pay a closure for business permit and BIR. Sadly, he never again got a job that paid as much as the one he left. Despite being broke, he found a decreasing succession of lower paying jobs. Gradually, he drank more and worked less until he reached the brink of homelessness, meaning he would have homeless except our relatives took him in for a year or two until he got cancer and passed away. He didn't say that he regret taking the risk. It seems that he was glad he tried, just embraced of how badly it went. Also, strictly speaking, I can't prove what he felt because he didn't discuss it that often. He was incensed later through when he found out that the location had closed more than 5 times before. Are you familiar with this place, guys? Location? Guys? Familiar mo? Have you observed something in this place? Actually, this place is if this is Beles ni siya, kani siya kay Hayes. Kani kay Hayes ni siya, na diri corner, kani Beles, na diri ang sentro, nara diri ang dynasty. Diri pikas tayo na dalan diri. So, palaos na nara diri ang dynasty. Right? Remember? Katong favorite ninyo nga bar, diri. Ang gini katawa, nakarelate yun. So, kani siya nga location. So, actually, this location, guys, if you observe, my experience and observation, I don't know if this is a jink area, pero if you observe, this location is, if I'm not mistaken, so may from the day I've been sa Cagayan de Oro, more than 25 or 30 plus na siya. Na restaurant or everybody nga gahawa diri nga location. We don't know why. So still, ang last nga ako na-obserban, Dunkin Donut. I don't know unsa na karon, nawala. Ay, Mr. Donut, nawala gyud na Mr. Donut ani. So imagine, noted name nga ano ni siya nga medyo ilado na gini siya. Nawala pa gid sila. So imagine itong mga uban nga mga lugawan, itong mga I remember daghang kaya sila. So anyway, I'll move. I still recommend to you guys to pursue business, but plan it well with calculated risks. At the end of the day, we will all be even when we are 6 feet under. So if you want to start a business, do it now while you still can. So this is actually the first presentation. Okay. I admit. So before we proceed to our next topic, let me ask first, if you think, are you pursuing business or ano? Okay, because I actually um the video that I actually asked is, the first thing is discussing about your interests and hobbies. At the end of the day, Manggod, usually I would suggest if you pursue business, something that you really like, kanang passion gini mo siya or interest gini mo siya. Kay mas dali siya i-love and mas dali siya i-manage. So that's why I told you, ang inyong assignment, ang inyong requirement assignment is na connection sa atong next nga project. So I think yung kadaghanan kay mga K-dramas, ang pang ano, and then na mga sports, and na mga reading books, na mga playing sa mga pets or what. So if I ask you now, are you actually planning to pursue business, or you want to be a gazelle and you want
How you gonna open this Play-Doh, Papa?
for a while
Papa, how you gonna open this Play-Doh?
Well, kasi si Papa. Hi, hi, hi. Say hi.
Hi.
Yung recordable mo pa. Pa-play siya yung Lego daw.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, you go there and ask Kuya and Mama. Okay, sorry guys, na advertisement. Anyway, yeah, who'd want to answer if na by interest nga mag-do business? Would you want me to call a name, or can I hear someone from wala gusto answer, so I'll call the name na lang. So, clear?
Papa, how you gonna open it, Papa?
Yeah, what was your plan? Because I know your mother have a restaurant in there, di ba? In mm,
Gonna open this, Papa. How you gonna open this?
yeah, I think ako, that's the beauty of it. You have your own time, right? So who else? Angela? Yes? Ikaw? Oo, kailangan sure gina siya kay basin dili pareha sa ano ba, married life kung imong uyab di ka decided nang minyo na dili pa pwede sa uli. So ang business same gyapon na kung masipyat ka na dako loss, right? So kailangan you think about it. Pero actually I really just wanted you at this point of time. I think most of you are not paman in business kay after the year pa man mo and after that graduation. So I don't think most of you would really pursue now the business. So but still I think it's better now to start have an idea. Kay you know what, kanang naa kay business is something fulfilling and earning money. Maka-addict ra ba ka? Pare sa ako, na-addict na akong business. Every time na new ideas, I actually pursue a business. So those are something that really, and I really wanted you guys to really explore this because it's very, very nice. Okay, so um again, the next task is, di ba, that's what about introductions of Flipgrid. So our next task will be more on now on the hobbies and interests that you have. So I'll be asking you to create your YouTube account and provide a YouTube blog of your interests in 3 to 5 minutes. And you're going to upload that sa ato pong group account. So I know some kay wala pa. I think it's only 50% or wala pa ni 50% I think na upload. So you need to start now kay as I mentioned, continuation ni siya. Ang very beginning is continuation of everything of the whole class discussion or whole class topic. So I hope ma-start na ninyo. Okay? So after that, so if your interest is watching K-drama and then you have to talk about what are, mura kang nag-evaluate of movies na K-drama and what would you recommend, or perhaps if you're playing games, of course you can discuss of what games are you playing and show our kanang mga vlog about the games. because this is e-commerce and internet marketing, and we will use different platform to really use the marketing. But at this point, dili pa ni product ang atong ano, ang interest pa lang ninyo. Eventually, with that, we will proceed in the website of what business that really interests you. So dito ta mo proceed, and hopefully with the speaker that we will invite, you will understand how it works. Pero I think ang ila is technicalities lang. Ang marketing ideas, ang the way it actually present, or how you will do a website that will be catchy with your viewers, and how you can invite BSET in your website, then it's gonna be a different thing. So inyo na ng diskarte. I can't teach that. Okay, that's actually something kailangan niyo i-develop, and it cannot be teach in one semester. And still, kung naay creativity sa inyo, and at the end of the day, marketing is creativity man. So as long as you are creative, I think it will work. It will work. Okay. Can we proceed now to other topic? Okay. Are you okay already? Now may mga question before we proceed to other topic. Arthur? Wala? So, okay. Wala. So, our next topic will be more on technicalities. So, our topic will be about network. Ako siyang stop presenting kadali ah. Okay, para
Can I open this, Papa? Can I open this, Papa?
Can you see it, guys? Hello? Okay, so okay, yes. I will upload sa atong Facebook group account and sa e-learn kung when. But definitely it will not it just will be a 1 week requirement. Okay, as I mentioned, this is actually progressive development sa atong ano. So naay mga tasks. I would wanted manggod at this small period of time, I would wanted to cater everything related to internet marketing and internet marketing and e-commerce. So at least we try to use those platform. So I will announce atong Facebook group account. So I would request everybody to really to join our Facebook group account. Otherwise, kay usually mas dali magudang sa Facebook group account nato i-announce ang every task. And then if you have concern, guys, I really welcome you guys to really talk to me. PM me or text me or email me. I will really answer you guys. To those who knows me, I can really approach easily, and I don't want nga you will be left alone or what. Kay at the end of the day, gusto na ako nga may mga concern ma-address na ako. Kay I don't want nga later part na. So as early as now, you can talk to me and ask your performance kung sa status nimo sa greeting or what. Kay I really wanted nga to give you a good grade as possible, but still performance based man kita, and gonna be unfair sa uban nga nag-perform well and then nang uban wala. So I would wanted nga and at least pod kung na ako yung mistake early pa lang makorek na nako. Kay last semester I really made a mistake. I really regret it. That's the first time that I actually made a mistake in grading. So na-overlook din ako siya kay I use my transcript of record sa masteral. Lahi dayang point grading sa masteral over the undergrad. So I really made a mistake. Na-correct man ako siya pero still I don't want to happen that again. Kay luoy daw ang estudyante wala nagreklamo. So how na lang. So mutong gi-review na ako at least ang nagreklamo duha pero actually ang natagaan ako tulo kay na-correct na ako pud ang isa. Kay na-view man ako nga na mistake din ako. So anyway, just for the record lang, you can approach me and you can talk to me. So try to reach out lang para at least I can help you. Dali lang istoryahon. To those who knows me, huwag ko yung problema. Anytime. Kung di man ko ka-reply, maybe at later part, whatever time, you send me, maka-reply gigo. So, Okay, so let's move. So last time our discussion was actually introductory. So I think some did not able to attend. But still dili man to siya graded kay late man kay to siya nga announcement. So now we have much time. So we will start first with the networking. Okay, this is very very important. Even though guys this is medyo technical, still I really wanted you to have idea about this because at the end of the day, this is very very important factor when we talk about e-commerce or internet marketing. So networking. So computer network have opened up an entire frontier in the world of computing called client-server model. So whatever you are actually using right now, if you are using a mobile phone, you are using a laptop, you are using a computer, still it's part of the network. So a client here can be PC, laptop, and mobile phone. So that will connect to a server. A server can be either web server, can be file server. It is in the network. Web server is like si Facebook. Nasa kaugalingon nga server where you access, di ba? Ga-upload man ka mga pictures, mga videos. Where do you think siya na asa siya dapat na reside, di ba? It actually reside on the server of Facebook or sa YouTube or sa Twitter, right? So those are actually the platform nga mag-save sa imong server. I'll just get out guys because nag-record, sorry. Okay, so computer network, a collection of computing devices that are connected in various ways in order to communicate and share resources. Usually connection between computers in a network are made using physical wires or cables. But right now, wireless are actually used na. So this one. However, some connections are wireless, so using radio waves or infrared signals. So I think when we say wireless, it can be a mobile telecommunication wireless connections or a wireless on the access point. So muna siya. So the generic term node or host refer to a device or a network. So ang atong PC, laptop, or mobile phone are actually node or host. So ang host rather is a server. Ang node ang a client like laptop, desktop, and mobile phones. So data transfer rate. The speed with which data is moved from one place on the network to another. So data transfer rate dependent on device or the internet connection that you're using. For instance, diba, if those gamers gani, I think we have a lot here that are actually gamers. When you actually decide for a computer, you would wanted to have a great graphics card and a hard drive that is solid state drive SSD because the data transfer of a solid state drive is much faster compared to the traditional hard drive SATA drive which is 72 RPM, while the SSD they don't have a disk, that's why they transfer data faster. So those are actually in the PC. But in the connection, then there's another thing. When you apply for the internet, what do you usually ask? Diba right now, there are a lot of complaints. Sir, my internet is low. I cannot use the camera on my in my internet because of course you have a low internet connection and data transfer rate is very very low. That's why you need to check, like for instance, applying for internet. How much is your Mbps or are you in ako usually most of the time ang akong internet connection are really, really huge. Even I actually distributed to other users, other connect areas. Okay, because of the huge internet, I pay usually around 7,000 internet connection every month. So ingana siya ka huge. Data transfer rate is the key issue in the computer network. I'll just get out again guys kay na ay student yapon. Are you following guys? Sorry guys ha, na student atos nang i-admit. Okay, na-admit na. Let's go back. Current slide. Okay, let's move to, sorry, networking. So we have what we call, okay, we have what called a file server and a web server. So as I mentioned kanina, file server is a computer that store managed files for multiple user on a network. When we say network, it's actually within premise of the company. So nakadiri imong server, so within lang ana. So diri ang file server. Unless you have VPN to let from other branches area or other area. While ang web server, a computer dedicated to responding requests from the browser client to a web page. So this one is, for instance, we will have our website, right? You will be creating your website. So if you will be creating your website, you can decide either you can create a website where your web server is hosted in the cloud like Amazon or AWS, or perhaps you can have your own server at your area, so or in your office or in your location, where you allow a connection from outside to connect in your server. So that's actually the web server. Again, I'll get out guys another request. Sorry guys ha. Okay. Where are we? Are you still following guys? So where are we? Nara. Okay. So let's proceed with the local area network or LAN. A network that connects a relatively small number of machines in a relatively close geographical area. So this is commonly for those in the office company. So one office. So this is what they call local area. So mga PC here, here, here. So this is actually one area, local area network. So nag-connect sila sa server. While if you have a branch office, it's gonna be wide area network. So example, naka CDO ni siya. You have Manila office. So if you connect there, you have a tunnel VPN. So this is gonna be a wide area network. Kani siya ang local. This is the wide area network. Okay. So types of networks. So we have various configuration called topologies have been used to administer LANs. So we have ring topology, we have star topology, and bus topology. So a ring topology is a configuration that connects all nodes in a closed loop on which message travel in one direction. While star topology, a configuration that centers around one node to which all others are connected and through which all messages are sent. While the bus topology, all nodes are connected to a single communication line that can carry a message in both directions. So here is a sample of those. So actually, most commonly, if I design a network of a client, I usually incline with ring topology, because a ring topology is something that are actually safety or can have a business continuity. When I say business continuity, when this area is cut, still everybody are not affected. If this one can connect still here, if this is the server, this one can still connect. Okay, naman siya area here where to connect. While this one can still connect. Wherever area nga naputol, they can still connect, right? While the star topology is direct connection for users or for office or what. Like for instance, this one, if this is the office and there are a lot of computer connected here, if this one will cut off, what will happen? So other cannot connect kaning area, right? So this is actually the disadvantage of star topology. While bus topology is there actually one line connection, so nadiri ang server in case. So everybody are connected. If kani siya maputol, kani sila ma-connect. But if this one is cut off, then everybody can no longer connect. So this is a type of network, bus topology. So a bus technology called internet has become the industry standard. So kani siyang standard sa ano, but still this one is medyo expensive magud siya nga design. But if you are a company that do a business continuity, you don't want to have a downtime because every minute or every hour or every day nga you don't have operation, you lose millions, then you would want a ring topology, right? So isa na siya. So again, as I mentioned, the wide area network, a network that connects two or more local area network over a potential large geographical distance. Often, a particular node on a LAN is set up to serve a gateway to handle all communication going between the LAN and other networks. So communication between network is called internet working. So the internet, as we know, is today is essential, the ultimate wide area network spanning the entire globe. So at least you have ideas about these guys, because I know some of you are using internet but don't know how it works, right? So I hope this one is helpful for you, because this is part of our class discussion and part of our curriculum. So I wanted to cover this so that it's gonna be easier to you to understand how internet marketing and e-commerce work. So types of network. So we have what we call metropolitan area network, or MAN, the communication infrastructure that have been developed and around large cities. So who owns the internet? So well, nobody does. No single person or company owns the internet or even control it entirely, as a wide area network is made up of many smaller networks. These smaller networks are often owned and managed by a person or organization. The internet then is really defined by how connection can be made between this network. So, siguro nag-wonder mo, then how would they earn money? Diba? Mga common thing, like sa mga bloggers, sa mga YouTubers, diba? So, of course, sa platform ng ilang use, right? And sa advertisement, sa affiliation. So, those are where they earn money. So, still, you can be something like a rich person or rich company if you have a better, content or ideas about how would you use the internet as a business. So depende na sa imo. So actually right now TikTok are actually been, used by a lot of people, and daghan ka use and daghan ka viewers, of course daghan ka ma-earn kay the company will pay you for that, di ba? So isa na siya sa idea. So types of topology. So local area network. So this is the local area network. As I mentioned, if connected to another area, so this will be a wide area network. So internet connection. So we will talk about this again. This is very very important, because depending on how your internet connection will be. So, but before we start with the different option of internet, let's discuss first. Those are actually nga mga how it will work, or what are the backbone of it. So we have what we call internet backbone, a high speed network that carry internet traffic. So the network are provided. This is actually the this is from US. Sorry. This is actually from US. So in Philippines, what are our internet connection? Ramil, can you answer? Hello, guys.
Sir?
Na si Ramil. What are our connection, Ramil? Ramil? Okay, si ano lang si Arthur. Can you tell me what are our connection, internet connection right now? What are you using, or something that you know right now sa mga internet provider? Converge, no? Converge. dito, and what else? PLDT. Okay. Okay, before we talk about Parasat, let me, what? What's that? DCTex, okay. Before we talk about those two, let me first discuss these four. Okay. Actually, the truth is, as of the moment, we only have two, right? PLDT and Globe. This is double monopoly. Okay, sila naman sila ang dictate how much the price and everything. Sila rin kasabot-sabot. So, Converge are actually now penetrating Laguna area. So, they're now, D2 are actually doing their internet backbone right now from Davao to Cagayan de Oro. So, they're actually doing this fiber installation backbone. I think there's around 200 core nga fiber nga connection. So, this is actually the only internet provider. The DCTech, I know the owner, and Parasat, the same, are actually getting their internet connection from PLDT and kay Globe. They have an agreement. That's why they can provide. But still, they don't have really an internet. Kaya kani sila, nasa sila backbone, under the sea backbone, going to Australia, I think, and Hong Kong, where they get the internet. So, that's how it connect. The rest, kanisi dito, Davao siya ni Agi, and Converge, I think, sa Manila, I don't know where. Germany, mas siguro siya dito, ni Agi, or Russia. Something like that. I'm not sure. Basta, internet is actually a huge investment because you need to have a backbone to provide internet, and millions, billions of dollars ang imong i-invest to have that one. So again, these are actually the provider. So, kanisi Parasat and DCTech are dependent with PLDT and Globe. They don't have their own backbone. Naking ano lang sila, they actually negotiate. Like for instance, me, I'm actually doing I have an area somewhere in Consolacion where I actually get an internet around 200 Mbps, and because there are actually limited areas in Consolacion area na makoy merkado dito, and then I have an internet connection. So what I did is that na yung mga tao dito o mga houses na nag-connect through my internet, they pay monthly for me. So I get around 200 Mbps, and I paid around 6,000, 6K, and divided it to different houses and earn kay I think around 300 houses, sorry. 300 houses, 330 houses rather, at you know, at around 2,000 pesos. So how much ang na-receive na ko nga money? Around 40,000 in a 6K amount of payment, right? So earning ko, same lang yapon nang ibuhat ni para sa atin ni DCTech. They get a big huge internet Mbps, and then share it to the houses by per Mbps. So that's how they do it. So in the end, they are still connected with PLDT Globe. So kung mag-down ang backbone ng PLDT, wala po si para sa DCTech. Same si Globe. So the same na sila. Okay? Are you still with me? If can you still follow, guys? So wala concern na technicalities ha. I'm trying to discuss in layman's terms ha. So for you to understand, because medyo technical ni siya. So I hope everybody are actually getting what I'm trying to discuss. So okay, let's move to internet connection. There are various technologies available that you can use to connect a home computer to the internet. So a phone modem convert. This is actually the old one. Modem convert to computer data into the analog. So actually, di siya analog. Pwede na gani VoIP. So audio signal to transfer over a telephone line, and then modem to destination convert it back again into data. An internet from a mobile phone. This is the common thing right now. This is what we use right now. I think all of you, majority, especially if you don't have internet, either 4G, 5G, or what, ang 3G gani, mo connect na ka gano. Di ba? Internet. So, this is the common thing. It can be Globe, it can be TM, same as in Globe, Smart, so they provide internet. Then a digital subscriber line or fiber, so uses a regular copper fiber phone line to transfer digital data and from the phone to a company central office. And then a cable modem used the same line that your cable TV signal, this Parasat are using. Cable TV. And katong mga taga Bugo, si DERBCI. DERBCI. Yeah. This is actually what they're doing. Cable TV. And then sabayang internet. So anyone here are using internet using cable TV? Cable? Modem? May I ask? Guys? Hello guys? Naapay gagamit og cable modem? Wala? Walay Parasat here? Parasat connection ha? Parasat are using the cable modem ha? So, at least you have idea guys. Kay, at the end of the day, importante na siya. Kay, complain mo sa internet, wala mo ka idea. For instance, sa internet ninyo, what are you using? Are you a DSL or are you a fiber? So, munang question. Yung kang ano man pareha namin gibayaran ang pikas kay ang akong friend kay kusog ilang internet, ang ako kay hinay. Kay imong connection is DSL, hindi fiber. So right now, fiber is much more. Fiber is actually a glass where a data transfer like a lights. So ina siya kapaspas well, and DSL is a copper. So munang diferensya nila. So right now, if you wanted to have an internet connection in your house, ask for a fiber, not a DSL or copper connection. Okay? So broadband, a connection which transfer speed are faster than 128 bits per second. So okay. Packet switching. So to improve the efficiency of transferring information over the shared communication line, messages are divided into peak size number packets. So network devices called routers are used to direct packet between network. So kanisha, when you send a message, it can be packet 1, packet 2, packet 3, and then they will go directly and then received by the message or the person you're sending or you're accessing. So ang packets gina siya. So that's why naiuban nga when you say a documents or a file dugay mo abot, it's actually big packet and it take a lot of time before it arrive to the destination. Okay, so let's go to open systems. So a proprietary system is a system that use technologies keep private by a particular commercial vendor. So one system could communicate within another, leading to the need for. And then interoperability is the ability of a software and hardware on multiple machines and from multiple commercial vendors to communicate, leading to. So what does it mean? First, proprietary system are those systems where ang server is like, when you say Windows lagi siya, ang compatibility. Like sa inyong apps, right? If you are using your mobile phones, di ba? You can download apps. If you're using iPhone, para lang sa what call this, sa iStore, ang imong apps may download. While for your other mobile phone, mga Samsung or Huawei or what, of course, dito ra sa Google Play, right? So naa siya proprietary. So interoperability is if you have a system software, it can run to any hardware or multiple machine. Like for instance, right now, if you talk about IT, the leading IT provider for hardware is Dell EMC, si HP, si IBM and Lenovo, and si Huawei. Those are actually the leader right now. But still, kailangan nimo siya interoperability or kung kaning systems i-run nimo aning hardware. Like for instance, if you are wanted to have a web, like for instance, si Xavier right now are actually upgrading their systems for the learning management and then for SLMIS. So they're planning to acquire hardware. And since they are virtualization, so those are systems that can run in the different hardware. It doesn't matter what hardware they actually buy. As long as it is virtual, then there's nothing wrong about it. So those are what we call interoperability. Open system based on a common model of a network architecture and suite of protocols used in the implementation. Okay. So open system, the International Organization for Standardization, ISO. So you observe a lot of company are actually applying for ISO if you wanted to be recognized or have a great like for instance si Del Monte is ISO 9002 man siguro si Del Monte. So every company are now moving to ISO. So para to recognize and kay number one, if you are ISO recognized, it's gonna be easier for you to do business in US and Europe countries. So isa na siya. So of course these are the requirement: physical layer, data link, network layer, transport layer. So those are some of the open systems. Network protocol. So network protocol are layered. Guys, are you still with me? So guys, this is medyo techy than the first presentation. So network protocols are layered such that each one relies on the protocol that underlie it. Sometimes referred to as protocol stack. So SMTP, FTP, Telnet. So I just run through this one. Internet protocol is IP. Sa mga gamers knows about this. So TCP, Standard Transmission Control Protocol. So TCP software breaks messages into packets, hands them on the IP software for delivery and then orders, and this resembles the packets at their destination. I think dili man ninyo siya ma-appreciate but you are using this one. Sa mga gamers, naka-online games, sa mga watch of K-drama sa Netflix, so using this one. So you might observe nga nailag, naihinay. So ang TCP nimo is dili siya nakadako ang packets nga iyang ginasend or delay dako ang packets or hinay po ng imong internet. So while the IP stand for Internet Protocol, IP software deals with the routing packets through the maze of interconnected network to their final destination. So UDP stands for User Datagram Protocol. So it is alternative to TCP. The main difference is that TCP is highly reliable at the cost of decreased performance, while UDP is less reliable but generally faster. So other protocols built to foundation established by TCP and IP protocols. So Simple Mail Transfer Protocol, SMTP, File Transfer Protocol, PTF, FTP, Telnet, and Hypertext Transfer Protocol, HTTP. So I will not discuss the MIME types. Let's move to the firewall. A firewall is a machine and software that serve a special gateway to a network, so protecting it from appropriate access. Currently, right now, you will not appreciate this one because you are actually not working. But if you are working in a company, the company use firewall for policies and restriction, access control. For instance, a company would want or a government company, because we talk about government, because government are very, very strict when it comes to policy. So since they don't want their employees to use Facebook or use YouTube or use TikTok during working hours, they can provide a restriction in the firewall. So they can do a policy. So the policy can be like limit the internet connection, like if you are only allowed to use Facebook or YouTube or TikTok during 12 to 1 noon break or 6 to onward in your office. We're talking about office. Or perhaps if you are a marketing in a company, again, this is one of the advantage of marketing and sales, their priority. So in marketing and sales, they are allowed to use Facebook and they are allowed to use TikTok and YouTube for marketing purposes. So they're given the access, while the accountancy and other are not allowed to use it because they are restricted, because their work are not related to it. So isa na siya sa advantage sa marketing and sales. So it's actually a policy enforced on an organizational access control policy. So depende na sa company, but if the company are not that strict and allowed it, then you can use. But it can be controlled in the firewall. The firewall purpose is for access control policy and security. So anything that will be downloaded through internet will be goes through the firewall, and firewall will determine kung it will be accessible or not. But in our house, our internet dili man ta wala man tay firewall o dili kita control atong access. So technically you can access anything. Right? But in reality, pwede na siya buhaton kung gusto gid sa parents ninyo nga control mo na dili pwede mag K-drama or what. Parehas ako sa house. Actually, before, what I did is that all my Samsung tablet of my children and phones akong wife gani is I control it unsa i-download, unsa i-install. But right now, gareklamo man akong anak, so i-open akong download o access. But before, I actually control everything para makita na kung silang gina-download nila, makita na kung silang gina-access. Okay, for purpose of mga children on what are marag dangerous nga mga website nga gina-access. Okay? So here is the firewall, as I mentioned. So fronting the internet. So these are the user. So user, if this is na i-policy ni siya, everything ila access kay malimit lang siya kung unsay i-allow. So like for instance, pwede ka mag-browse sa internet. So Google lang ka, and kung pag-check nimo sa mga site nga mga not good site or mga X site or whatever na site nga dili allow, then dili siya i-access, ma-restrict. Napoy uban nga i-filter lang, i-allow ka pero gina-check nila kung sa imong gina-access. Makita nila, hala kini day si Arthur gaadto din siya sa site nga ni. Makita nila. So pwede kay reprimand sa HR o nganong ganhi kani nga site. So iyan na siya. So this is the life of all people nga mag-work sa company. So they are actually viewed by the IT. Pero kung sales ka, if you're sales, then exempted gani. They will allow you to enter Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, marketing and sales man ka. Priority man na siya. Always ni siya nga prayo. Okay? So that's the advantage of sales and marketing. Hostname. Hostname is a unique identification that specifies a particular computer on the internet. So I think familiar naman ni ani, di ba? Kung access ka internet, either HTTP, Villanueva Edu, or sa XU, di ba? elearn.com.ph. So those are actually what we call the hostname. Network address. So network address, this is actually a unique one. IP address is very, very unique. So if your internet connection, you can check sa imong network o sa imong IP address because these are unique number. So ikaw ray ga-use aning IP address. Kung tracking gid siya, and then usually kanang mga incident, mga hacking and what, ang IP address ang gina-check nila. Ma-check nila kinsa ni siyang user, asa dapit niya country, kaniya sa country, asa dapit niya location, para ma-track nila which asa ni siyang user. So ingat na siya. So okay, domain name. So okay. Okay guys, hello, are you still there? Are you still there? Murag saman kapoy. Okay. Okay, those are the two topics for today. So I think medyo the first thing is about the marketing, medyo dili siya bugat, pero the other one, the network, is medyo bugat-bugat gid siya. So I hope you learn something on that, and eventually ma-use ninyo na sa atong sunod nga task. But again, as much as possible, I wanted to teach you in a layman's terms, as not technical, pero technical mo rin siyang subject in relation to marketing. That's why I have to share those details para at least familiar mo sa back end, sa background. Kay lisod mabug kayo, I'll just focus on the marketing side and then walang idea. Kay pag-present sa atong speaker later on, kailangan na mo idea. Okay? So, how many haven't submitted isa pa wala ka-submit sa atong first task? Guys? Yes. So I okay, again, the next task for next week's submission is in connection with that. So again, how many are you do have a YouTube account? Are you all hub already? Ana. Okay. Okay, so those who don't have, you start now because this is you enter this class. So internet marketing siya, so it will going to be required for you to have that one. Because our next task in connection with the first task is to create a YouTube account and provide a blog about your hobbies and interests. So I think most of you provided the different hobbies and interests. Medyo dagan-dagan siya interest. Na nag-mention ng mga K-drama, na mention of games, na basketball, na dancing. So kung dancing, well, you are a marketing. I'm presuming baga-baga mo mga dagway. Di ba? At the very beginning of my class, what I usually do, akong usually ginabuhat, ipatapik ang naong pikas aping o pikas aping kung baga bag naong. Kaya kung di ka bagag naong, you should shift to accountancy. Kaninga course is a marketing course. And you should learn kung saan kung pagpagaog naong. Because that's actually, this is all about making, performing for your clients and presenting to your clients. So kung maulawon ka, aloof ka nga type person or laid back ka nga person, then gonna be hard for you. Because at the end of the day, dili lang ni siya pa-bright eye or pa-smart eye. So kailangan ang confident level ni mo taas-taas mo. And that's actually what I think I can say I've been successful is because I am really confident with myself and I have this kind of kanang guts nga to really present at all times. Even dili ko ready or dili ko ka prepare basta as long as na I go with it. So ako as I mentioned, dili man ni siya I'm not here just to earn money. I'm here to share the knowledge that I have and also partly is to learn from you guys. And that's why I would want nga to follow the task that we have. And I think at the end of the day, it will benefit you. You might not appreciate it right now, but later on when you're working, the company asks you to do that, and then you have idea already. Okay. So again, I'll upload the tasks that are required, but definitely, guys, the sir, do we have to make a new blog talaga, sir? What if there are pwede kung na naka-existing, I don't care as long as related sa imong hobbies and topic, pwede na siya. But if you want a new, then much better para ma-enhance pa nimo ang existing nimo. So katong wala, you start. The blogs will be discussing about what are you presenting or what your interests all about. So I think kadaghanan sa akong nakita sa mga boys is games. And actually it's right now daghan blogs about games and those are earning money in YouTube. They are paid a lot, millions of dollars for doing a blogs for a games. But still I don't know kung daghan ba ka subscriber. Pero at the end of the day, this is just for the class purpose lang. I just wanted to see how you create. Kay this is about strategy style and catchy presentation sa imong YouTube. So at least you knows what I am trying to say, right? Guys? So, do you accept the challenge or what? Let me hear. Oh, so, okay. Not like that one. So, katong na yung mga concern, you can chat me. We can, discuss other options if you want. But still, I would prefer this one. Okay, having this one is gonna be easier for me to grade because number one, mas dako ang grade of this one kaya para sa exams because kung exams atong ibuhaton, of course, might be have wrong but in presentation, you can create you can have no need to have more studies of the discussion but application lang sa mga what discuss, right? So still we have a quiz but still this one is a big factor in your grade. So I really wanted you pursue this, okay? So any concern so far? Wala. Guys, may concern? Kathleen? Sige, Angela. Um, well, depende sa inyo. At the end of the day, ang atong audience, unless, pwede po nato ibisaya if you want. Actually, I'm planning nga aside from sa atong account, I wanted you to upload it in your own, provide the link at your own Facebook account. So it's up to you. So are you okay with that? So aside from the link you provide, I might ask you to upload sa inyong kaugalingon nga Facebook group account. And I will check on it para makita na ko kung how many likes and views. Okay, so part of the grading points or bonus points nga akong i-provide. Okay? Again, guys, I actually stalk your every Facebook account. So if you will not join my class or you will be late responding on the requirements, I'll check your what are you doing, because I know most of you are active in your FB account. So also if I ask for friend request, i-accept po ninyo. Mas wala nyo i-accept, o wala po i-accept. So at least, diba, kaya I have visibility on everything. Kaya at the end of the day, we are actually online class, so my chances of seeing you is through your account. Okay? Any question again? Kyle, you have a question? Ay, yes, Joy. Actually, freestyle. I don't care how would you do it, naaba ka or of course naagi ka dapat, but still you can have limit time or use other way around as long as creative siya. Actually, as I mentioned, ang importante mo sa website is, or sa blogs or sa page na to, is a number of visit man. It doesn't matter kung how would you do that, as long as naghan visit, the better. Kay that's how it works man in business, especially kung mga website or your social media. So that's how it works. So be creative lang. At the end of the day, your creativity is the most important things about it. Kung na may mga question, I can give hint later on sa atong Facebook group account. I can upload what are the things that needed para better ang imong social media or ang imong vlog sa YouTube. Sir, what if na I dislike lugar sa video? May affect bang grade na among don't worry about dislike. I will not really base on that. Kay at the end of the day, ang dislike ay na may uban gon nga wala gyud mabuhat. Mag-dislike na lang yun. Even though create kunang gusto sila mga unless siguro create kanang ang ilang pag-dislike is based yun na like expertise on that field or what. I think ang uban kay dislike lang. So don't worry about it. Dili na ako masaya ng dislike. It's more about the likes and then the view. Kaya sa Giselle Lagras, pila dapat ang ma-reach na views? Okay. The more, the better. At the end of the day, dili kung mag-count kung pila imong but of course, kung daghan ka, the better kay I might decide kung unsay base number sa daghan, like for instance, daghan nag-like 100 na 50 na 20. So, unsay common, like 50 is the perfect score, ang 100 is additional points na siya ang mo lapas og ana. So, ingana. Don't worry, I'm not particular, dili kay ko sa by number of likes. I-base kaya po na ako sa majority of you kung pilay pinaka-usual ninyo na nakuha nga number of likes. Yes. Isa question niya? Sige. Prelim ni siya. Prelim. Midterm, we have a different task in midterm. But don't worry, I'll try to. Pero guys, this is if you have other concern or comments, you can share with me, or like for instance, sir, medyo heavy raman ni siya, sir, or what. So you talk to me. I can easily talk kung sa manggaling ang atong adjustment for you. Okay, I understand the limitation of others. So we can talk about it kung mas challenging for you for that. But still, guys, this is a requirement yun. Okay? Other, na pay question? Sige, Romero. Of course. Yeah, you can do that. Because this is actually, as I mentioned, di ba, the first task is telling about your interests and hobbies. And it will connect it to the YouTube blog that we will have. But at the end of the day, guys, ang ako mong good concern ani is, di ba, when we do business, kailangan something that we are passionate or we really like. Okay, if you will do business, something that you have no interest, then it will not work, right? Pero kung passionate ka about the things that you do in your business, then mas dali siya sa imo. mas inspired ka to be creative and to do more. So isa man na siya. So if you are really inspired to doing that, then ganahan ka na. Like sa inyong hobbies, you mentioned about games, so you can do that. Diba? So it's up to you. But yes, sige, Hanson. Actually, you will have a collab on the final requirements. But for now, I would want sana to have this on because this is your interest man in hobbies. Dili man nila interest na ilalim mo interest. So, at least, gusto na ko nga inyo good. Okay? So, don't worry guys, naagid ang atong final task is a group task. That's why I'll be requesting now to start now in our Facebook group account, name your group members para I can, have your group na already. Kay otherwise, if walay magbutang og bilang, like sa insan, mention ano may lang gusto sa ilang group. So you name it sa atong i-post niyo sa Facebook nato nga group account na this is our group, this is the name. Otherwise, kung wala ka sa group, and then I will look a group for you. Okay? Question, wala na? Sige. So, what do you want? Sige. Sige, okay. Max 2 weeks, okay? Okay mo 2 weeks? Sige, 2 weeks. Sige, 2 weeks na. So, sige. Okay. So, actually, I would want within the section kay ang challenge mo na ako is how would you want? Kamo, ako pa decide. Sige. Let's have an open discussion with that. Kay akong preference is within the group or within the class. But if you want other class, then pwede naman po. Kung gusto mo. Gusto niyo na? So, di mo classmate. Okay na sa inyo within section kay muna kong preference mo kay ang actually the disadvantage is group grade mo gud ang final requirement, so going to another group nga grading, how would I check, di ba? So mas better kung one group mo, one section rather. Okay? Yes. Yes, sure. Actually, I'll upload it kay nag-record man ko. So, i-upload na ako sa atong Facebook account sa YouTube para nakita niyo yung link. What else? One video lang. Hey, one, two video, that's not fine with me. The more option, the better. Di ba? So, pero one lang akong ina-required. One lang yun. Mamad, question? Question? Wala siya. Any other? Wala? Again, I'm open guys. So, you PM me and sige. Diyan. Number 3 to 5 minutes. Okay? Mula pa siya, then actually, if you wanted, then that's fine with me. Basta pinakaminuna ko is 3 minutes lang to 5 ang below that, 5 minutes ang pinakataas dapat. Pero kung gusto mo malapas, pwede na po. I don't care. Okay na siya. Na yung mga questions sa chat, I'll answer per sa ni Sari Basar nga mag-talk sa whole video, depende na sa inyong style. So, I don't care as long as you show it. The very beginning, of course, na ka. Sir, limited to one team lang for video, sir, like some interest. Yes, limited lang para ma-focus din siya. Sir, pila dapat ma-reach na view. So, as again, dili mag-matter kung pila. But of course, the mas daghan, much better. Sir, what if na dislike lugar? So, again, dislike is not basis for the grading. Question? Louis, you have question? Louis? Wala? Okay, so, again, to those who are new in my class, welcome to my class. I think you know already me because you enrolled in my subject. You heard something from other students who've been under my class. So, welcome to the class and let's enjoy the semester. If you have concern, again, if you have concern, chat me. Ayaw ninyo pagi sa mga ubang teacher or what kay mas dali ako istoryahon actually. So, wagin may problema. Dili kay kulisod kung na mga concern. If naamoy challenges, you can talk to me. Okay? Okay? I want to hear everybody. Are you okay with that? So my actually my expectation is for you to all get an A grade. So let's do that and para at least, 'di ba? Naamoy yan something. Okay? So thank you again and let's meet again next Wednesday for the website. And then bye bye guys. Bye bye. Um can I can I can I ask someone can can I ask someone to take the photo, guys? Guys. Can I ask someone to take the photo? Can we all on our camera for attendance purpose? Ha? Wala mong camera. Sige lang, okay lang. Can say, Arthur, can you take a photo? Kurt, kasi pwede. Patay. Isa man. Wala. Si Mama na lang. Mad, can you, ano? Mad, can you take a photo? Okay? Sige, one. Si Dwight, ano ma-picture? Dwight, naka-picture? Naka-camera, Dwight? Wala. Dwight? Okay, sige. By the way, guys. By the way, guys, ang inyong, ano ang inyong e-learn, guys, please change the photo, guys. Make it something, marketing and something, ano. I don't want nga mga, focus ng ano, nag-require ba ako. So, it's actually graded yapon. Okay? So, ready? Katong mga dancer, I wanted to see katong inyong gigamit nga mga sa inyong hobbies. Kailangan, seryoso gito, Kaya ako itong gipang ano. Okay, let's start. Kasi mo take photo, si. Okay, Mamad. Okay na. Thank you guys. Thank you. Bye-bye.